it feels kind of obligatory.
I feel like they were really trying to go for the dragons in that opening scene, because they have the Lord of the Rings shots of the aerials, and then all of a sudden we get 20 dragons on screen and they're just going at it.
Yeah. And this is jumping ahead, but I think the dragons look pretty stupid in the armor. I gotta say.
Yeah, I just free ball it. Just free ball.
Yeah, just let it be. But we're not to the dragon actual design yet. But after this like little prologue, is this to Arya?
Yeah, Arya.
Okay.
Arya and her elven guard.
The quote-unquote elf running through the woods.
Yep. They're running through the woods and they're elves. And the Urgals. Oh my God! Don't even get me started on the Urgals.
No, I want to get you started on the.
They fucked them up. They fucked them up so bad. They were supposed to be these monsters that make orcs in Lord of the Rings look like pansies. They're supposed to be like 7 to 9 feet tall with massive horns. They all look like truck drivers. They all look like guys that have face tattoos and are truck drivers. They're not scary at all.
They are not badass. And I totally agree with you. That's another one where it's like, well, and this is what we got. You should have just done what was in the book.
Exactly.
At the very least, I wanted some differentiation because they just look like dudes.
Yeah.
Like messy dudes, like that don't shower. But there's only one exception, and it's the scene like a little later where Durza kills the one Urgal with his fingernail, which was so close to being a good scene.
Yeah, and then they ruined it with the last line.
Well, and I think just the actual act of it, because it's not apparent what he's doing, but what comes immediately after that is he goes and like he uses his poison nail on Arya.
Yes,
and you're like, oh, okay, his evil magic powers are in his fingernails, but in the other, it just looks like he like taps him on the side of the head and he dies. And I think that's just the PG getting in the way of it again.
It's the power off button right there.
But that Urgal that we get a bit of a close-up on, and part of this is for the close-up, where most of the Urgals we're seeing in wide shots where it's like, that's just a dude. That's just a guy at his Easy Top concert.
Yes.
When we get this one close-up, I'm like, okay, that is a something.
So they have the sharpened teeth.
And it's like the skin tone is like dark and like kind of orangey.
Yeah.
And the red eyes.
Yes.
So in that one instance, I'm like, okay, I see how you came up with this. Like the production crew like comes to the director and like, this is what we have for the Urgals. And he's like, yeah. But then in the film, they don't read as intimidating or special or otherworldly, which is like the reason. But this is going to be another soapbox. Part of the reason that Lord of the Rings gets away with being so violent is because you're killing orcs.
Yes.
You're doing all of these horribly violent acts to embodiments of evil that are clearly not human.
That's all for this week's Dragon Lore. Takes cold and hot, spread shore to shore. Enjoyed yourself? Please join the squad. Follow on social media at BigLizPod. And one quick reminder before you go, to rate, review, and share the show. Thank you for listening. It means a lot. See you next week, same time, same spot.